So my rookie quarterback just took the Cleveland Browns on one of their wildest rides in franchise history. After a diabolical start to the preseason, to taking over as quarterback 1 following a Shedeur Sanders injury, and after an up and down start to our career as QB1, we somehow ended up going on a ridiculous winning streak, ultimately winning our division in peak RBT dramatic fashion, leading the Browns to the playoffs for the first time since Baker Mayfield. Now unfortunately, my solid rookie year wasn't quite enough to overcome some rather unfortunate heavy snow induced fumbles, making our exit in the divisional round of the playoffs. But I mean, who thought we'd even get here in the first place? I did, not really, but I'll pretend like it. But following the offseason rejuvenated, no longer half dead, and reassembling with the insanely talented core of Cleveland Brown youngsters, I really wouldn't be surprised if my sophomore campaign ends up leading to the first Super Bowl in Browns history. That's unless we had an alternative motive, because after hours of confusion, I finally figured out what I was missing. Now let me make myself very clear here. What you guys are about to witness is one of the most insanely unexpected, twist, crazy turn of events I've ever experienced in a recording session ever in my career. Like you guys know, I never talk to the camera like this full screen in my videos ever. Now the rare times that I do like this is because I mean business. Like I've legitimately been awake for over 50 hours at this point, and this can't wait. Which is probably exactly why I look like I indulged in a heavy dose of methamphetamine. I'm actually dying inside. My eyes are bloodshot. I would genuinely probably take sleep right now over a guarantee that the Titans would win the Super Bowl this season. But let me tell you, every last minute was absolutely worth it, strictly for being able to capture all the tomfoolery that ends up going down. Like I promise you guys, it's not what you think. It's never in a million years what I thought was going to end up happening today. And what you'll see ends up happening is actually rather unfortunate. Wait, did I finally crack the Matrix? Oh, we have got to level 4 on Agent Brooke Maddox, which means we now can demand a trade. Holy crap, dude. That took me so long to figure out. Which means we have now officially, in Madden 27 Superstar mode, unlocked our first superpower. I mean, you can literally trade one of your teammates to another team once you unlock this. You can initiate a trade for literally any player in the league. You can recommend a free agent to sign for your team. Don't know why retire is considered a superpower. You can also begin to simulate your superstar mode. But what your boy locked in on and finally figured out, we have unlocked the demand trade feature, which I don't even know how to demand the trade exactly. We're gonna have to figure that out. But I thought it would make for a good experiment to see what it's like to experience a trade in superstar mode. And also, I want to show you guys how I even went about doing it. So I was extremely confused about this whole ordeal because there's just so much going on, a lot of overstimulation. But Brooke Maddox here is the key to everything. So obviously she's our agent. As you see, level number 1, you just unlock the agent. Level 2, you unlock Oakley. Level 3, you unlock Nike. Which those I don't care about. I care about level 4. But it literally took me over an entire season of superstar mode to even get to this point. I need to show you guys how I actually unlocked it. So simply what you gotta do is max out our influence level. And the literal only way you can do this is by unlocking all of these quests, which some of them are simple, but some of them are a little bit complicated and take some time to develop. I mean, obviously getting your first win, self-explanatory. You gotta spend a skill point, which is simple. Unlocking ability, simple enough. You have to equip an animation, which you don't have to buy that or anything. You unlock some organically throughout your superstar mode. Same thing with the XP boost. You can unlock those for free. I think we all understand what first pass completion means. I think we all understand what first touchdown means. But these two, my friends, is where it began to get a little bit tricky. So first you gotta take all of your specialty points and make sure you allocate them all towards one ability. This one was the cheapest for me, so I did all the quick draws. I got the agile extender, and on the flip side, or I guess the bottom side here, I also had to get all the off platforms, which in total cost me about 13 specialty points, which if I'm not mistaken, you get about halfway through your rookie season, maybe a little bit later, don't quote me on that. But maxing out the skill tree is where I got a little bit confused, not gonna lie. Basically that means you have to take either a core or physical ability and max it literally all the way out, which takes, if I'm not mistaken, 25 separate points. Problem was, I didn't have even nearly enough points, but luckily what you're able to do is, as you see here, I have maxed out all the way to 99 speed, but unfortunately, I have no stamina now, have no acceleration. That's because EA actually added a pretty good option where if you want to, you can reset all of your abilities. You can either just go ahead and reset all of your physical abilities all at once, or just the specific quickness tab, which funny enough, within quickness experience itself, I'd allocated exactly 25 physical points. I reset them, went ahead, maxed it all the way out, which is exactly why I completed that quest and have fully maxed out my agent. Now allow myself to demand a trade. Now, it is unfortunately going to mess with my guy's career, maybe in a positive way, because again, to complete that quest, I had to max his speed out all the way at 99. I don't know how that's going to feel with a guy that has 69 acceleration and only 69 stamina, but it should be fun at least. So he is going to play a little bit different today, although nothing else outside of that is unchanged. So he is going to play different, but again, it's all for fun. It's all for the Madden experiment. But speaking of the season, off camera, I did go play week 1 as a Brown, and we did get the win, of course. 17-7, nothing special. We had 140 yards passing, only got sacked 1 time, which is a shocker. Even had a little rushing touchdown. And even though a few things have been shaky here in Cleveland, including our relationship with head coach Todd Monken, which is great right now, and despite literally coming 1 game shy of the AFC Conference Championship, it will suck to lose literally all these relationships with the players, with the coaches. I might even lose them with the media, just for the sake of Madden science. We are going to see and experience what demanding a trade is like in Madden 27 Superstar mode, and most importantly, just see where the heck we end up. Okay, so from here, apparently, I simply click the A button, which it says the demand a trade feature is available only 1 time per season, so you can't demand a trade, then immediately turn around and demand a trade to a different team, and it's only available during the trade window, which I'm assuming is just before week 9, before the trade deadline, or maybe during the off season as well. Again, this is gonna suck, because like I'm so close to getting so many good things unlocked with Todd Monken, because like one of the things I'm interested in is getting to level 7 to simulate seasons through the superstar powers. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if you're just able to sim every year, so I'd really love to see what superstar mode is like at the very end, because I don't think I'm literally gonna play every single game that you have to get to the end of a career. That'd take days, that'd take weeks, it'd take months. So I am gonna have to reset that progress, so I'll probably never even get to see what the sim feature does, because there's never been a sim feature in Madden Superstar mode. But I think it's finally time to stop delaying the inevitable. I feel like this video up to this point kind of felt like a tutorial. I don't know, it's all about the Madden science. So it's time to officially demand our first ever trade Madden 27 Superstar mode. And okay, is this it? So, oh, it's a little lame, not gonna lie. Man, I thought teams would like actually come in and trade for you. But you can see right here, you literally get to choose the team that you want to be traded to. So it does say that this will impact your sphere of influence progress. Like, I really hope we don't just restart at level 1, because that took over an entire year of grinding, literally week by week, playing all 17 games. I actually ended up playing 19 games last year. So to get back to level 5, that'd probably take me 20 plus weeks. But I am a little disappointed, not gonna lie, that you literally just get to pick what team you get traded to. I really thought it'd be some fun process. You maybe sit down with an agent, talk about where you want to get traded, maybe talk to the agent to see who's actually interested in you, see who actually offers some packages. But no, you literally just get to pick. You just get to pick what team you go to. But to make things interesting, what I am going to do here is pick a team that has a C or higher need at the quarterback position, so at least the trade makes sense. Which, funny enough, means we're pretty much a perfect fit for the Colts, who just knocked us out of the playoffs last year. Oh, the Dolphins would be interesting, even though the team around me is probably going to be horrible. The Jets are a C interest. The Steelers are a C interest, although at the same time, they really don't have that much firepower on offense. Now, the Vikings, hold on a second, brother. The Vikings, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. I was leaning Dolphins, not gonna lie. The Vikings fit the criteria. They give me the best receivers to throw to. We are demanding our trade to the Minnesota Vikings. Whoever the quarterback is right now, I don't know. I apologize for derailing your career, but I don't know what happens from here. We're just gonna demand our trade to the Vikings, and that's it. That's it. What's this mean? Demand a trade to undefined? Heavily broken superstar mode? I gotta be the first person to demand a trade in Madden 27 superstar mode. I don't know what this means. I'm gonna click yeah. At least in the meantime, that's it. As we've officially signed with the Minnesota Vikings, we have broke the game, boys. We officially broke the game. There it is. There we are. I will be completely honest with you. That uniform looks so much better than the Browns. So much to look at here, boys. So if we go back to the sphere of influence, which is one of the most, no pun intended, influential parts of superstar mode, we have, okay, now see, this is important information for all of you guys to know. So your head coach influence level stays the exact same of where you came from. So you don't have to completely reset that cycle, which would really put you an entire year behind. Offensive coordinator, that's also the same. The front office influence level, that stayed the same as well. It was 1, but we're moving on up there. All the brand stuff stayed the same. The media stuff stayed the same, but the only thing I'm noticing is there aren't any players. You can go to inactive and you see all your old folks that you used to have relationships with, which, to be fair, like, the player relationships don't really mean much. I don't think so in Superstar mode. So again, I'm assuming that we'll gain those new relationships with my new Vikings teammates in due course. Does that do anything to my GOAT journey? No, I think that stayed the exact same. Oh, I also do need to note, to completely finish off this physical skill tree, I needed one of these things. I don't even know what they're called, but I did not earn them until we started off our second season. So I think basically what that means is it's impossible to demand a trade before you get to season number 2, because that is the only way it is possible to completely max out a skill tree. So we at least win week 1. We did. We put up 38 points. I know whoever their quarterback is definitely gonna be a little upset putting up 38 points and getting benched the next week. JJ McCarthy. Funny enough, my stats from week 1 are spawning here. Poor JJ actually had himself a really good game. Apparently, it's finally coming into his own. But that's definitely not going to be the first time in his career he got benched. So I do want to see what my team is looking like right now, because they've been through an entire offseason. They've been through a draft. So let's see if they got any free agents, any good draft picks. At running back, they still have Jordan Mason. Devon Claiborne looks all right. It seems like Aaron Jones retired. We still got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Jawan Jennings, and Luke Wysong doesn't look bad. They had to pick up somebody in the offseason, right? TJ Hawkinson's still okay. Not at this point noticing literally any moves they made in the offseason. Let's hope to God that their offensive line is better than what we experienced in Cleveland. That's legitimately the main reason I wanted to request a trade. That was miserable. Still have Dallas Turner up to an 83 rated superstar. Oh, a little weak on this side of the defensive line. I'm assuming Daniil Hunter retired after the first season. Caleb Banks is looking good. Monique Orange looking good. But I really don't think they signed a single free agent the entire offseason. And I'm wondering, like, they not draft? I don't even see a single good rookie on their entire team. I'm rather confused. Oh God. Not only did I ruin JJ McCarthy's career, I also ruined the career of their first round draft pick from last year. But I think it's finally time, fellas, that we make our Minnesota Vikings debut here. Wait, hold on a second, brother. It might be a little tricky here playing this week, considering that I'm no longer a member of the Browns. It won't even let me play the game. Now, why are there 2 play-a-game options? At this point in time, I am wondering if I am currently on an acid trip that I don't remember. I don't think so, but I will say the probability is definitely not 0. It might be 0.1, but it's not necessarily completely 0. Dude, can I just play my game? Like, both of the play game options just bring me to the Browns game. Please tell me loading back in fixes it. Fellas, this might be where we have to call it quits. Hold on, we have some movement. A new chapter has been activated, but it's still bringing me into the Browns game. Oh no, boys. Oh no. So who even is the Browns quarterback at this point? Guess they're back to Shador Sanders, which Taylor Green could possibly pass him up. I will say, I definitely would miss the young core. Like, Judkins is a stud, man. KC Concepcion, what a season he had last year, up to an 86 overall superstar. I mean, even Jerry Jeudy had a good year with us. I mean, he led the team in receptions. Denzel Boston, he's an 80 overall superstar. So, like, I mean, who's better, this wide receiver core or Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison? But especially when you consider they have the advantage of the running back position, I definitely think ends up favoring the Browns in terms of the weapons on offense, especially considering every single guy we just highlighted had superstar. They literally all could have got maybe to 90 rated within a season or 2. But again, big reason I left this offensive line, which doesn't even make sense. Because, like, Spencer Fano, he's good. Even Zion Johnson's an 80 overall. Elton Jenkins with an 85. Tevin Jenkins, not horrible either. It was Titus Howard, man. Literally might be the worst offensive tackle I've ever laid my eyes on. They're really trying to go for a Super Bowl push this season. They signed Will McDonald, pairing him up with Jared Verse. Guys, such a young core, man. Even Mason Graham's got that superstar. The Browns might actually have more superstars on their team than any other team in the NFL. Oh, I forgot about Carson Schlesinger, up to a 87 overall superstar. Hey, they even have a Justin Jefferson themselves. Wait a minute, can I see what I got traded for? So if we go to trades, I was traded to the Vikings from the Browns for nothing. Of course, apparently I was just traded for free. How cool would it have been, you know, if they actually had to send somebody in the other direction? Imagine we checked this out and they had to ship on Justin Jefferson in return. But no, it's boring. Apparently we just get traded for free right after we get to pick what team we get traded to. I mean, got a bunch of other trades going on within superstar mode though. I mean, you just had a Donai Mitchell get traded from the Jets to the Jags. Ooh, interesting. The Rams got rid of Braden Fisk for a 6 and Cam Jurgens. Theo Johnson to the Dolphins for Patrick Patrick Paul in a 7th. Dude, there's crazier trades that go down in Superstar mode than it does in franchise. Jordan Davis to the Rams for Quentin Lake, a 4th and a 7th. So the Rams have gone out and acquired Jordan Davis and Cam Jurgens in a 2-week span. No wonder they traded away Braden Fisk. I'm glad I actually checked this, dude, because this is kind of interesting. Packers just traded Christian Wiseman to the Saints for Cesar Ruiz in a 5th. Now I'm trying everything possible to see if I can reset the Superstar mode, because if this is the case and demanding a trade just breaks your game, I'm kind of glad I'm uploading this for you guys to see, so you know in your Superstar mode that you shouldn't demand a trade unless you never want to play it ever again. That's until obviously EA come out with a patch. I don't know if my file specifically got broken from something I did, or if it's just completely across the board that demanding your trade breaks your franchise. Remember when the undefined thing popped up and I clicked yes? I wonder if it went and broke it then. So I'm trying literally everything my skull can think of here. Because it's like, brother, if I don't figure this out, I'll never be able to play my Superstar ever again. And I literally just put 9 hours into it tonight, man. So you're telling me all that's lost just because I demanded a trade? Now we're resorting to turning the old Xbox off. Nothing a little reset can't fix. Might be my last shot here, boys. So we have this spawn again, but unfortunately still 2 different play game options. It's over. Never did I think a harmless little science experiment was gonna completely ruin my Superstar forever. Well, you know, that's what experiments are for. This was technically supposed to be another episode of my Superstar mode, but hopefully regardless, it provided a little bit of usefulness. But at the same time, I don't know if I accidentally screwed the save up myself, or if this is an EA problem for everybody that demands a trade. So I will say, just proceed with caution. But the bad news is, this is probably the end of my Superstar mode. But if you guys appreciated and enjoyed my sacrifice for science, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also click right here to watch another Madden 27 video, where hopefully I actually get to play